I'm Dave Anderson, Director for Relationship Management and Engagement, part of Information Services. So GCAT came from discussions with our academic colleagues to produce a dashboard for students, essentially to allow students to see at a course level how they were progressing. Working with the team, we've built that dashboard and looked at how that can be integrated and made available to students. With the support of academic areas across the university, working on Moodle to record student grades and then presenting them through a dashboard with a consistent view. This was really well received through our student questions. We saw that students liked it, and we took lots of feedback from administrative and academic areas, which led to the creation of MyGrades as the next iteration of GCAT, and that's what we're talking about today. The university's learning and teaching strategy really focuses on student experience and ensuring that we are delivering for our students in the first instance. Key to any element of learning and teaching is that assessment, and that's one of the areas that we know our students are really focused on, ensuring that they are progressing and being able to take steps to improve their grades and their performance. To do that, we need to be providing information to students in real time so that they're able to measure their performance as they progress through a course. The MyGrades project is really key to delivering that element of student experience, not just for the learning and teaching strategy, but for the wider university strategy. We know that staff really want to provide that feedback to students in a meaningful way without overly burdensome processes. By creating a central process with a consistent approach, we're confident that we can over time remove the requirement for manual processes that rely on spreadsheets, that rely on potentially out-of-date information and lots of manual checking, with a single system that can be supported and is scalable and delivers that information back to students. So there's a win-win there for students and for staff. As I'm sure you all know, the aggregation of student grades is a complex process and is done through a number of different practices across the institution. We wanted to find a way that we could do that through a centrally supported system in a scalable fashion that delivered accurate and consistent results. The developments since 2021 have focused on that element to make sure that we're delivering what our students are looking for, but in a way that is consistent and accurate and is, most importantly, is centrally supportable going forward. The MyGrades project has been led by the transformation team with support from Information Services and the Moodle team. Working through College Engagement Group, we've been able to reach out to administrative and academic staff across the institution and build that really cohesive group of stakeholders who are contributing to the development, testing, developing and making contributions as we go. So we're looking at rolling out a platform that will meet the requirements of the majority, certainly nearly all of the assessment methods and aggregation approaches that are taken across the institution. One of the key benefits of building this solution, using the teams that we have and the skills that we have across the university, we're able to tailor the training as that toolset's being developed. So colleagues in the Learning Innovation Support Unit have been putting together frequently asked questions, how-to tutorials, and are on hand to support users as they come on board and as they're taken through the system initially, and will be available over the longer term to support any future changes, but also to make sure that staff are getting the most from the system and aren't being overly burdened by processes that we can make smoother and more straightforward. Next, we are really excited to be able to show some of the developments in real life. So there will be an invitation going out to colleagues to ask them to join us on the 7th of May for a show and tell, where the initial view of the MyGrades dashboard and some of the development work that has gone on so far, we'll be able to present that, look at the training resources that are available and talk through the timeline and the process as we get close to user acceptance testing and then actually getting MyGrades into pilot areas and building the project from there. Given the importance of student experience and the work that has gone into building this platform to improve feedback scores and to provide that common interface for students, I'm really hopeful and would really encourage colleagues to join us on the 7th of May. It's an opportunity for them to see how we're developing the process, what the platform looks like, but also we're looking for contributions from staff on how we can build that development roadmap to make sure that we are meeting the requirements of colleagues across the institution. While I appreciate not everyone will be able to join us on the 7th of May, the recording will be available. We'll be pushing that out through all the usual channels. The MyGrades team and the comms team in Transformation Office have pulled together a whole host of resources on the MyGrades website, which is being launched now. Check your email for links on how to access that, and I would encourage you all, look at the information that's there, reflect on how that can be used in your areas, and if you have got any questions, then please do let us know.